Hey everyone, welcome back to 30 Days of Thanksgiving with all things Alicia. Don't forget to check out the other participants in the description box below as we near the end of the Thanksgiving 30 days here. I am working on a turkey bone broth today. Now, my turkey carcass is too big for my Instant Pot, so I broke it into two. And yesterday I made some bone broth with just the turkey carcass, water, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. Forgot to get that out. That's what goes in all of my bone broths. The apple cider vinegar, just a large splash, helps bring out the minerals and the gelatinous parts of the bone, the marrow, that type of stuff, makes it healthier. But yesterday's, that's all it had in it. I didn't want any salt, any other flavors, no vegetables, nothing, because that is stuff I freeze and use in recipes in place of broth. Today, though, I'm using what's remaining from my turkey bones. There's some skin, some fat, tiny bits of meat here left. And I am making one that has a little more flavor only because I want to make this one as like a morning drink. So starting with what's left of my turkey carcass, there are all parts. I'm not worried about what's in here. I strained it all out, and I'm going to add enough water to cover. See if I got enough right here. And you don't have to have an Instant Pot for this. I like the Instant Pot because it gets it done a lot faster. But before I had an Instant Pot, I used my crockpot, and I just let it go for, I think I did it on low for about a day and a half. When you're doing the bone broth, not just regular broth, but bone broth, you want a lot of time to get those minerals out of the bones and marrow. So I have my turkey. I've got some water, a big splash of apple cider vinegar, because that helps pull out those minerals that we want. And then in this one, I'm going to go with some salt and a little bit of pepper. And I have some veggies here. I've got some onions, like one last onion that I had to peel off a lot of to use because it was starting to go bad. I've got some chunked up semi-limp carrots that are they're not inedible, they're just not they're not appetizing. Okay, I've got some celery, including the leaves are edible. And then I also decided to throw in a couple leaves of sage, fresh sage. I have that growing outside my back door. Herbs are great to add. What I put in here is always different. I kind of go with what I have on hand. So for this, I'm just gonna do the Instant Pot on high, manual, for 1 hour. That's all you need for bone broth when you use the Instant Pot, which is part of why I loved it, because then my house doesn't smell like cooking chicken for 2 days. Okay, went too far. I'm going to let it do its work, and I will show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay guys, we're back. I let the broth or stock cook for an hour, and then I let it come to pressure manually, by itself, naturally. I took the lid off and let it kind of cool down a little bit just so I could handle it better. So what I do now is I take a stainless steel bowl and a colander, and I'm going to gently strain it out. It's hard not to splash. Okay. Now this stuff will end up being partly dog food. I don't tend to use it. It does have onion in it. I don't give my dog onion, but I will pick off the leftover bits of meat and stuff. And then what's left is this beautiful broth that goes in jars for me.